Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby or you're a new subby, thank you so much for all of your support. It really does mean the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't got your seat yet for the winter solstice session on the 21st of December to set your 2020 up before you even get there, I advise you to get your seat now. As we get closer to it, seats are going and going and going. So with that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So interesting stuff. Right, when I went into my intuition this week, what I actually saw was a gate, and what I could see was it was kind of flowing this way and flowing that way, right? It was coming inward and it was going outward, and then sometimes it was fixed. And energy shift. Okay. And what I saw there, what I actually heard in the words were the gate swings both ways, right? So a gate can be used to let you out, but it can also be used to let other people in. It can also be used to keep people out, to keep things out, right? So it really kind of comes down to this week. Yeah, you need to consider that what works for you can sometimes work against you. So if you're using a specific point in an argument or in a challenge or for something, be sure to ask yourself, does that actually serve to assist me, or is it actually going to hold me back? I guess what I'm trying to say to you is this week you really need to think ahead. This week you really do need to think more about strategy. This is a week for you to really observe what it is that you're trying, you know, like if you're using something for a point, just be sure that that point doesn't actually go against you. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're, I guess what I'm trying to say is, whatever example you're using, you need to make sure it backs up your statement and your statement only, because if it kind of swings both ways, it could end up biting you in the bum. Your destiny card for the week ahead is the Tree of Life, right? So this, I mean, whenever I see this card, this really feels for me like the universe is intervening, right? It's the process that the universe is to create something. One day I hope to make a video about the Tree of Life or the Kabbalah, because it's such a beautiful and intricate system. But when I see this, it's always that the higher powers that be in some way, shape or form are intervening. And it looks like whatever is taking place this week has a kind of feeling of divine intervention. So this is why I say to you as well, especially with that message, you need to be sure that the point that you're coming from is 100, right? You can't be sloppy. You've got to be in your integrity this week, all the way, right? All the way, because especially if you haven't seen the weekly general, please check it out, because there's going to be a grand reveal of some kind this week. So I would be, you know, extra in my integrity. Just it kind of reminds me when, you know, when you were younger and you were at school, and they used to come round and say to them, you know, just to give you an example, they used to come round and say, we expect you all to be on your best behaviour this week because the school governors are coming in. And it's like, well, why wouldn't you just allow us to behave how we always behave so that they can see how things actually are? There's an element of that this week, right? Whatever your integrity level, you need to step it up, right? That's what I'm saying to you this week, because there will be an air of divine intervention. Wrong deck. So your direction card, let's give this some context. What may this be about or surround? It surrounds the Queen of Pentacles, this is all about your money. It's all about your budget. This is about what you are declaring. For some of you, if you're coming up to your own accounts tax season, declaring what you earn, what you have in savings, all of that. My biggest advice to you, be totally transparent and above board this week, because if you're not, at a later date, it could probably really bite you in the butt. The Queen of Pentacles is all about she's about the budget. She's about increasing what you can get out of something. But as a direction card in relation to your reading this week, the message is very clear for me. When it comes to your finances, your money and your resources, do not lie about it this week, because the chances are it will really bite you in the bum at a later date. All right, I couldn't say it any clearer. Your insight card, what is coming in? What do you need to know? Your insight card is the Ten of Pentacles. You keep everything above board, right? And the beauty of this is, especially in the Rider-Waite deck, the Ten of Pentacles actually represents the Kabbalah tree. Lots to talk about there, but again, I haven't got time in these videos. But what I will say is, providing you keep everything above board and you do everything properly, that you set out a proper budget this week, if you know, somebody's asking you for an insight into your finances, what's going on, what are your savings saying, the more honest you are, the better the outcome is going to be for you. If you lie and you get found out, it will really bite you in the bum, right? The blessings this week are going to come through integrity, all right? So stay in that place and remain in that place. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.